all, I am Mr. J.
And I'm Motor.
That didn't go quite as planned. Alright, so before we get into this, today is my birthday. I am now 25 years old. Had a really good day. Um, Went to bed fairly early last night. We were supposed to do Laga last night, but I ended up staying up all night and all day, so I was completely fucking drained when I got home. I was exhausted. So I didn't even drink last night. I got home, got on Skype with everybody, stayed on there for what, about an hour maybe, if that. I went to bed at 10 and slept throughout the night. But if you're wondering what's going on with this, I sprained my wrist.
How'd you do this?
Probably slept on it wrong. But not gonna let this prevent us from making videos. I'll try and do drink with this hand. If that doesn't work, I'll drink with my other hand.
Thank God I'm left-handed.
This is my left hand.
See, in the video,
Yeah, it's because it's flipped. Like your left hand looks like your right hand.
Yeah.
This is my right hand over here. Alright, so I don't know how well this is actually gonna go. But got some Taaka apple here. Tried drinking it Friday night. I was hungover. That wasn't working. But it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't have a harsh alcohol or vodka smell. It smells like sour green apple. Again, as we said previously, Taaka vodka is super fucking cheap, which is why I'm able to drink it every night during the week, because it's $8 a bottle compared to, say, like Fireball, which I used to drink every night during the week, but that's like $15 a bottle. So it's good. Not something I can drink every night. The apple's overwhelming in it. But it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. We went to my aunt's wife's parents' house yesterday, spent time with everybody, because we were celebrating, I think, like 3 or 4 birthdays yesterday. Because my aunt's wife's father, his birthday was yesterday. My birthday's today. One of the sisters' birthday or my grandmother's birthday is tomorrow. One of the sisters' birthday is Tuesday. And then I think another one is Wednesday, but I could be wrong. And then my aunt's wife's birthday is either the 20th or 21st of March. So definitely a lot of March babies. It was pretty cool how it just kind of fell in order. I thought it was pretty neat. So yeah. But other than that, like I said, I had a good day. Woke up around 1, came down here, turned on my computer, hopped on Skype with my 2 fiancés, and we've been Skyping all day. And then when my grandparents got home, they got back from the grocery store, so I did try and help as best as I can to get some of the groceries in. I could only use this hand because come to think of it, I don't know whether my wrist is fractured or just sprained. Because I've sprained this wrist before, and this is the most intense amount of pain that I've ever felt in this wrist. So I don't know what's going on with it, but there's not much I can do about it. If it is a fracture, it's just gonna have to heal on its own. You know how it is. But had a ribeye steak tonight for my birthday. Really good. Medium rare, smothered in a garlic butter sauce. Oh my god, that shit is good. This was actually super medium rare because it still had some blood in it. But oh my god, it was good. And had some potato salad from yesterday. And well, we'll talk. Maybe me and him will do another video in a little bit for my birthday. Y'all can check it out on my other channel. Talk a little bit more about it. But to give y'all a little update on the tattoo, this is what it's looking like now. Show my tattoo artist. He said it's healing nicely. His is healing nicely as well. He also had his a lot longer than I had mine. But all right. So what do I think of the Taaka apple? It is super good. Super, super, super good. Like I said, the apple is a little bit overpowering. That's not a bad thing because if we like take a look at Sky Infusion's Georgia Peach, there wasn't much of a peach flavor there. Now, if we compare Sky Infusion's Georgia Peach to Taaka Peach tastes much better, and Taaka Peach is a lot cheaper than Sky Infusion's Georgia Peach. So yeah. But going along with the apple theme, the Jim Beam apple, the Crown apple, I would say this and Crown apple tastes better than Jim Beam apple. Jim Beam apple has more of a artificial, super sour, syrupy apple taste to it. It is not the best apple liquor or liqueur out there. It's just not. So, but $8 a bottle. You want something cheap? You like apples? Go with this fucking shit. You want to get drunk on the cheap? Go with this fucking shit. Or this fucking shit. I love Taaka raspberry. Love Taaka peach. I even love Taaka. What was the first one? Taaka watermelon. So yeah. This is one of those ones you're gonna have to drink slow because it's got what I would call a little bit of a gag factor. So yeah, I'll drink it tonight. But yeah, I would honestly like the taste alone. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. Easy, hands down. The price makes it even better. You can drink on the cheap. And you can find Taaka at most places. It's readily available in most states and in most counties, unless you live in a dry county, which if you do, that sucks for you. Go to another county. If you have a buddy in another county, go to his house and drink at his house. So yeah. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Hands down, not bad. All right, so what are you drinking, Motor?
Okay. Me, I love this inside the start. Top three. Scottish. Very rare Scottish whiskey. Green Plaid. That's what it's called. I want to say that's Denver House.
Yeah.
Not the best I've ever so far had.
How much
Meaning,
was it?
this was $20 for half a gallon.
Yeah, that's definitely cheap. That's about the price of a Canadian Mist for a half gallon.
This is one more on the cheaper side. Now they do have one that I want to try, but it's kind of
As you start to get into the more expensive stuff, the price goes up, and then eventually you'll get to a point to where you can't actually afford it.
it's my thing is that I don't think I would have spent that much on that.
But here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this all the time. When it comes to whiskeys, it doesn't matter whether it's bourbon, Scotch, Irish whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, or any whiskey in general. The whiskey you like to drink is the one you like to drink and the way you like to drink it. Can anybody tell that I watch the Whiskey Vault a lot? No whiskey is better than the other. You may think a whiskey's better than some of the cheaper ones, but that's all down to preference. Got a nice amber color.
And it don't burn as other whiskeys I've had.
Scotch has always been known to be fairly smooth, even the cheaper stuff. Personally, I haven't had Scotch because I don't know where to find it. But from all I've heard from the whiskey tribe and everything, like Scotch is usually a smoother type of whiskey. Scottish people know what they're doing. See, Americans, we like the burn because we drink like Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and we'll do shots of it and all that. The Scottish over there, they don't do shots of their whiskey. What they do is they put it in a glass and they sip it.
Same as the Irish, but the Irish is a little
Yeah,
bit more intense.
Jameson is not a shooting whiskey. It is a sipping whiskey.
Don't make the same mistake I made with
We talked
James.
about that last week.
I'm just stating it again, man. Don't, no, don't take shots.
Yeah.
It'll come right up.
And
That's all.
from what I heard, Jameson, like I personally, I don't drink my whiskeys on the rocks, but I did hear that Jameson is pretty good on the rocks.
It is. So is this. Uh,
Now, with some whiskeys, you can actually introduce water into, like a little bit of water into it, and that'll completely change the flavor of it.
it does, and that's why I don't really do it that
Well,
not with
sometimes it
this.
can change the flavor for good, like open up new notes that weren't there before, or it can just like completely wash out the flavor completely.
Yeah. And a lot of people ask me, when you water down whiskey, does it like weaken it to the point it don't get you drunk? No, it just weakens the
Not
flavor.
necessarily. Actually, that's incorrect. So when you introduce water into any type of whiskey, it doesn't matter, or any alcohol for that matter, it does diminish the proof slightly. It's not like
Yeah.
everybody's thinking like it diminishes it down to where there's no alcohol in it. It really depends on how much water you actually add into it. If you add a drop, say you have something that's 50% alcohol by volume, you add in like a couple drops of water in there, and it'll knock it down to say about 30% at the most.
That's why I use now soda. On the other hand, when you use soda chasers, that's a different story.
Well, soda even lessens the proof of alcohol,
Also, to me, it feels like it
which is
ferments
why
the.
you'll see a lot of whiskey drinkers say like when it comes to stuff like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam or anything like that, because they're mostly 40% alcohol by volume, you really don't want to use them for mixers. You want to go with a higher potency whiskey, like something that I would say is close to 100 proof or higher, or 50%.
Since I'm not gonna
But I mix Jack Daniel with Coke all the time, and it's fine. I also mix Crown Royal with Coke. I do like some highballs. I also used to mix Jägermeister with Dr Pepper, and that was pretty good. Um,
I can drink it straight out the bottle.
I know this will not end up knocking me on my ass, but I want to get my hands on true blue moonshine. Not that store bought shit that's 80 proof or 40%. I want to get something that's 160 proof, which is over 70% alcohol by volume.
Now, I knew somebody that made it, but I don't know if he makes it anymore.
Yeah, at this day and age, at that point, like if you don't know what you're doing, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, you can make your own home, people, but it's not as good as back doing it the traditional way.
Um, because if you
'Cause
make it the wrong way, you can end up getting pure ethanol, and if you drink that, it can actually cause you to go blind.
yeah, so if you do it in your own
That's why
home,
whenever I see like somebody's trying to make homemade moonshine for the first time, I'm just thinking to myself, this is not going to end well.
yeah, I know people
Because
that do
as
it
we
like
all
that.
know, drinking alcohol usually stops at, I would say, 95-96% alcohol by volume. If you get pure ethanol, that percentage of ABV can be so much higher. And if you drink too much homemade moonshine that's made wrong, it can actually end up killing you. Your liver will completely shut down, your organs will shut down, your brain function will shut down. You will end up going in a coma, and then you'll end up having to be put on life support.
And at some point,
They
you
show there's this channel that was talking about the effects of drinking too much homebrew moonshine that's been made wrong, that has a high ethanol content. See, with typical alcohols like Canadian Mist, for example, you will smell the ethanol on it. But that ethanol is in such a low percentage because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh,
what a
I
lot of
bet.
people don't know about whiskeys is they don't just stop at 50%. They go all the way up to 60-70% alcohol by volume.
And to be honest, I think I read somewhere that moonshine, the original recipe came from Scotland. That they brought it over here.
Yeah.
Same with whiskey.
Mhm.
Scottish and Irish, they're known to drink.
I would say I've met a lot of Scottish people. A lot of them don't drink that much. I would say that's more on the Irish
But after
because the
learning,
Irish are known for their drinking competitions and everything.
but Germans are known for drinking too. I used to think they didn't.
Germans
They
are
had beer,
excellent beer makers or beer
beer,
brewers. Um,
and
like they
Russians are
say,
good.
one of the best countries to go for beer, and I know all the well, I'm a redneck, but all the rednecks and American beer drinkers are gonna hate me for saying this, but they say one of the best countries to go to for beer is Germany. See, Germany
Some of us,
doesn't really specify in high alcohol content liquors. They're more on the craftsmanship of beer.
microburst,
Yeah.
microburst. I said burst. They're more of smooth beers, okay?
And typically the beers you're going to get over in Germany are cost way much more than what you'll find here in America.
And you not know that Germans prefer drinking their beer warm for some reason?
Yeah, if you try to order a cold beer, it is literally an insult to them.
Yeah.
But that goes with Mexico as well. They drink their beers warm as well.
And then Russians are known for vodka.
I think America and the UK is the only two countries, well, maybe even Canada, are the only countries known for actually drinking beer cold. Now, if you go to the UK or Canada and you order a beer, they don't put ice in the beer. The beer already comes on tap and it runs through a refrigerator that chills the beer down. Not to mention those guys, these bartenders, like the good bartenders, will take the mugs and they'll frost the glass. They'll stick the glass in the freezer and let it cool down. Pull the glass out, sit it on the bar, grab their little thing, pour the beer in there, or in this case it would be more like this because they would hold it like this, come down like this.
Depends on what bar you go to.
Yeah,
Some of my bars,
but
you can,
draft beer is in my opinion, draft beer is much better than canned or bottled beer.
yeah, it is.
But it depends on the beer because I forgot who KY Brew Review. I can't remember which one they said that it's better out of the bottle. It's not really good on tap or draft.
Well, I like drafts.
Yeah.
I like my Bud Light
Although
beer.
yesterday while we were there, I did have a beer. Believe it or not, I had
There you go.
a bottle of Yingling.
It's one of America's
I only
oldest
had
beer
one
companies.
though because, like I said, I was running on 0 hours of sleep, and if I would have drank two more, I would have passed. Like not passed out from being drunk, but the alcohol would have just took over and just made me completely fucking drowsy.
You know what most people Yearling is actually America's oldest beer brewing company.
Yeah, but you see a lot more people go for Miller High Life, PBR, Natty Light, Bud
Yeah,
Light, stuff like that.
I, I'm the type I'll drink any kind of beer. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
Just like when I dipped, I used to dip whatever.
Well, the two beers I go to now, more so or less, I don't really drink. I'll go for Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra is pretty good.
Expensive, but yes.
Yeah, it's no more expensive than any other beer
Just
if you
depends
think
on how
about
many
it. But you also
beers
have to
back.
understand Michelob Ultra is one of the more superior beers.
So it's one of the yeah. But
But
I'm gonna drink Budweiser.
because I
Not
forgot,
all the time.
because I told my grandfather like Dos Equis is pretty expensive. He said it's no more expensive than any other beer.
I like Mexican beer,
Yeah,
even though I'm not.
I've seen a fucking alright. So I know we're not really brewing channel, but I do want to say this. I did see something on TikTok, which is pretty awesome. And I'm gonna take a vape and then we'll get into it before we sign off.
Yeah, I
So
enjoy
what you do
it.
is you take a bottle of Corona unopened, you rub lime on like the neck of the bottle, right? You rub lime on the neck of the bottle, turn the bottle sideways, sprinkle a little salt on it, like get the side of the bottle salty, crack the bottle, take another lime, push it down the bottle. Then when you go to drink it, you look the side of the bottle where the salt is, and then you take your drink. Sounds
I thought
good.
you were going.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I usually put the lime down in the
Well,
or
that's
in.
what you do. So you rub the lime on the side to like get the neck of the bottle. You don't do it all the way around. You do it on one side that you're going to drink from. So you rub the lime on there to get the lime juice on there. Then you sprinkle salt on there, and the lime juice acts like it's the same. It's the same concept as a margarita. You know how you take the lime, you go around the rim, and then you put the salt on there. It's the same concept, but this time it's on the side of the bottle. And you look the side of the bottle. Then you go to take your drink while you have like the salt and lime juice in your mouth.
Margaritas are good.
Margaritas are good. I tell you one
I
thing
don't
that
have
was
to.
really good. I think it was Bud Light that did it. The fucking beeritas, those were pretty fucking fire as well.
Those were good, but I'm gonna do that for this channel. Is make a margarita
Yeah,
here at home.
that's a mixed drink that, and it does use hard liquor. So yeah, that could be a thing for this channel.
I just need to know what type of margarita I want because there's different types of it.
Yeah,
Different mixes, margarita mixes.
and if I was you, all right. So I'm gonna say
Like,
this to anybody who's wanting a margarita: do not buy the pre-mixed shit. Make it
what?
yourself. Do not buy the pre-mixed stuff.
Oh yeah, don't do that. The only way you would ever
What
make
you
a
want to do is you want to, if you have a blender, take some ice, put it in the blender, pretty much crush up the ice to the point where it's little chunks, almost like a slushy, or not a slushy, but like a
I've never
snowball.
had one.
Snowball. That's a better example. Snowball consistency. So you have that. You put that in the glass. You get whatever flavoring you want. You pour that on the ice. Then you go in behind it with tequila. There you go. Now for
Me?
preparing the rim, you take a lime slice. You go around the rim. Why do I know how to make these? But you go around the
Like it.
rim to get the rim nice and wet. You can also use water, but a lot of people prefer lime juice because it gives the salt a limey, salty flavor. So you take a lime slice, go around the rim, then you sprinkle margarita salt on it.
I
That's
usually
actually a
drink mine.
thing. They actually make salt specifically designed for margaritas.
I drink mine the traditional way, not the slush. The traditional.
Yeah, but I just prefer the slushy way because it's a little bit more refreshing.
It is, but I tell people right now the only way you want to drink a pre-made is if you're in a bar or a restaurant, Mexican restaurant, or anything like that.
Yeah,
They're good. I get the Texas margarita, which is a big ass move.
yeah. Well, everything's bigger in Texas. And they no, like that's not even a sexual joke. They literally supersize fucking everything. Food, fucking mixed drinks. You fucking name it.
You name it, toast being so damn.
Yeah. What do you think? What would you rate your scotch?
I would drink this. Put it this way, I drink this again. If I had to, the cheap one, yes, but I next time I'm thinking of getting Black Label, which is more on the pricey side, but I could, maybe, I know I could probably get it. You I don't know if they
Well,
have
I
it
can
in
afford
one.
it. I just don't know where to find it.
Well, Black Label is a little bit more price, more of the high end Scotch.
You do realize around Christmas time I bought a bottle of fucking Hennessy, right?
Yeah, and I was surprised you spent that much. It's
Well,
$40
it was
for
a gift set because it came with a shaker,
yeah.
and that was like
So
only a one time thing.
so
I think Hennessy
it
is like what regular because this was on sale for 40 something dollars. I think Hennessy regular is like what close to 70.
depends on size and depends on the special bottles and shit.
Yeah,
They got special type. Now I tell you, Black Label Scotch is $40 for a fifth, but it's supposed to be the high end, one of the best, better. I was thinking about that eventually, but I like this. I like what I had. What was it? Cuddy, Cuddy Star, or whatever was the bottle I had last time. That's a little bit more expensive, more of a better brand than that. That's more of the poor man Scotch.
yeah, but
Uh,
I think we rambled on a little bit long enough than what we should have.
oh, here's one. I will have to try a Bahama Mama one day on here.
Yeah.
Never had it. I know what it is. Anyway,
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be alerted when we upload new videos. Anyways, I am Mr. J, and we are signing out.